hunt for that like one tickly spot, and then once I found it, I would just like hammer it hard.
You would tickle the shit out of it.
Nice camera setup. That's sick.
Yeah, well, you're on Zool Makes Music. Welcome to Zool Makes Music.
Oh, it's good to be on Zool.
I'm back.
Right.
Motherfuckers.
Hoo-ah!
Say hello. Say hello to the people. This is Roxy, everybody. She's so pretty. Look at her.
Meow. So, welcome back, everybody. Holy crap, it's been a while, hasn't it? I sincerely apologize for withholding this awesome show called Zool Makes Music from you guys. It's, I'm ashamed of myself. Oh, I got frickin' this dating app, Bumble. God damn, I hate dating apps, I really do. Because I get too consumed with them. I get obsessed. And I don't like it. I really don't. It doesn't feel good. Anyway, that's not related to music, but that's something that's happened. But, so, a lot has happened. And you know what? I tried to make a whole Zool Makes Music yesterday, and I screwed it up. I screwed up the audio, so I had to scrap the whole damn thing. So today is the retake of this long-awaited, longly, is that a word? Long-anticipated Zool Makes Music. You guys have just been waiting for this. I know you have been you haven't been able to sleep with the anticipation. When will he make another episode? I can't live without Zool Makes Music. Oh, I'm drinking tonight, so I've been getting drunk way too much, guys. Like it's been a problem. Last Saturday I got just wasted. And then this Saturday, same thing, just absolutely hammered. Like I've just been going ape shit. I don't really know what my problem is. And now I'm drinking again. So I guess I'm on a little bit of a bender right now. But, you know, maybe once in a while a bender is just what the doctor ordered, you know? Just get drunk and then realize that I've been getting drunk too much, and then you clean yourself up, then you get your act together. Anyway, let's get to the freaking music here, guys. So what I thought I would do today is give you a rundown of the mix, because this lighting is just, I hate when half of my face is in the friggin' dark. I need people, I need a team of people. That's what I need, because this channel is a big deal, and it deserves a whole team of people working on it. So if you're out there, video people who make videos, assemble a team for me, please. And just leave me a comment and let me know when the team has been assembled. And then you can just come here when I make videos and just handle all of the video stuff. So today, I'm gonna give you a mix rundown, because the mix is done. So we're just gonna go through track by track and check it out.
You're gonna try to do music, so let's check it out. Check it out.
Check it out!
Gotta get your veggies in, right? Maybe one more, guys, and then I gotta call her quits. So, music. I think the song Bad Feelings is basically ready to release to the world, to put on the internet, to put on Spotify. I think we're there, guys. We've done it. So congratulations to us for doing this together. Because I really don't think I could have done it without you guys. I really don't. Okay, guys, so let's mix rundown. That's what we're doing. We're doing a mix rundown. So let's just go through this. Blah, blah, blah. Let's go through this track by track. So track number 1 is the kick drum. Very foundational track. And what did I do to this track? Well, first I put a compressor on it. Why did I do that? Well, to compress it, of course. Just to smooth it out a bit. You know, because I'm not a perfect drummer. My kick drum kicks get a little out of control from time to time. So you gotta rein that shit in, and how do you do that? You put a compressor on it. And then what else did I do here? Equalizer, yes, of course, you have to equalize. I put 2 equalizers on here. So this first one, I guess I was just kind of scanning for frequencies that I liked. I found something nice and juicy down here at 70 Hertz. Then I found something not so juicy. So really guys, basic EQ. I don't need to go into a bunch of detail. And then for some reason I just went ape shit over here and did basically the same thing. So I guess I really just wanted to accentuate that. So that's the kick drum. Track number 1. Moving on. Track number 2. Snare! Snare drum! Compressed. Again. Fast attack. So I guess I'm just really trying to even things out. And equalizer, it's going to be the same thing. Just sweeping around, finding frequencies I like, finding frequencies I don't like, cutting the ones I don't like, keeping the ones I do. And then both of these got sent to a group track so I could process. Now, did I do any process? Yes, I did process the group track. So on the group track, I put vintage tape. Cool. So this is one of those isotope plugins that I got. Oh, sorry guys, it's getting a little crackly. Might be time to get a new computer. Ah, so crackly. Okay guys, well maybe I can't really show you each. I can't solo, but at least I can show you what I did. So this is tape. So this is kind of really just distortion is what tape is. And a compressor on the whole drum kit. Very strong compression, but look here, parallel. This is parallel compression. So I was watching Pensado's Place, which I still absolutely love. I just think it's a great channel with interviews from all these awesome mixing engineers, and they tell you all about how they do things. So a lot of them use parallel compression. That's what I've noticed anyway. A lot of them say, yeah, I don't like the sound of just a straight compressor. I feel like it takes away that natural sound of the track and it kind of ruins it a little bit. So what they do is they do parallel compression. So the nice thing about these plugins is that you can just do the parallel compression right on the plugin here with this knob. So I compressed it pretty hard. Like I play it here, but sorry it's crackly, but you can see it's getting compressed. Right. Let me take a look here. Looks like it's getting at least -5 dB in terms of compression, but it's parallel compression. And what's the attack is fast, so I'm really squashing it. I'm not letting much of the attack through. I'm not sure why I made that decision. I like to think I made it for a good reason, but maybe I just kind of was careless. Anyway, moving on. That's the snare drum. Oh, anything else on the only 2 plugins? Sending it to a delay. Oh, I put a little send slapback and delay on the snare by itself. So, bass. Now, yes, so I recorded 2 mics on the bass. There's no DI on this bass. Sorry guys, I think I need to turn this a little bit. Is that better? Yeah, and maybe down a bit as well. Down. Yeah, because now when I lean over, it's a bit better. So yeah, the bass, I got 2 mics, and then I sent them to a group track. So EQ, I want to bring out some of these higher harmonics, get rid of the really low rumbly stuff. And then what do I do here? Tape. Again, adding some distortion, add some harmonics. And compressor. Strong ratio, pretty fast attack. Again, I like to think I had a good reason for doing that. And a little bit of parallel, but mostly compression, 80% compressed. And I think that is an exception to the parallel compression, is that a lot of people I think will just compress bass just by itself and they won't use any parallel compression on it. So anyway, these are, you know, drums and bass, pretty foundational, and that's what I did there. So very interesting. Bridge guitar. Wow, guys, that's a lot of tracks. 5 to 18, which is, if you guys know math, you could probably already figure that out. What is that? 5 to 5, 10. 8 plus 5 is 13. I think you have to add 1 because we have to include it. So 14 tracks for bridge guitar. Perhaps a little bit overkill, but anyway. And none of those tracks is really, they're all getting sent to group tracks. So I'd like to solo the bridge guitar, but I don't want it to get all crackly. Let's see what happens here. There you go. That's bridge guitar. And what did I do on bridge guitar? I got slapback, I got delay, I got distortion. Now I did some automation, but the automation is visible on the group track, so I'm gonna have to go down here. And here's my bridge guitar. I think I did quite a bit of automation on this. Yeah, so this is volume, so I brought the volume down, because when I started singing, I didn't want this guitar to be competing with the singing. Delay. I like the delay before the singing comes in, but then I was like, no, too much. And the reverb, I brought the reverb up when the singing stops. So let's see if we can just listen to that one.
Yeah. I come up dry every time that I try to be a better man. I don't know if I really can, so maybe I'm forever stuck.
So yeah, I come up dry every time. When that comes in, I want to make some space for that. So I did that with volume automation, and I got the delay, because the delay kind of thickens things up a little bit. And I think I just didn't like the sound of it when the vocals came in. But for some reason I put more reverb in when I go, I come up dry every time. Why did I do that? Again, I like to think I had a good reason. So yeah, that's what's going on there, guys. So the bridge has 2 guitars. The second guitar sounds like this, and it comes in right off the bat, right? So it sounds like this. Just power chords, basically. Crackly. Anyway, that's what that part sounds like. And what's my signal processing? A multi-band compressor, bringing out the low mids, compressing them. So that's kind of an alternative in my mind to EQ. You can also just use a multi-band compressor and just pick the bands that you want. So it doesn't always get rid of that frequency, but when that frequency gets out of hand, then you bring it down. A regular compressor, fairly fast attack. And that 2.8 ratio, that's not too bad. I have a lot of knee on that. And my EQ on this is like pretty crazy. I cut a lot of the very low end out. I just left it in the very mid range. I guess to me, that's where I thought this guitar part fit. I thought that's your place. You know, this isn't your place up here. I don't want you up here. And that's how I was talking to this track, you know, a little bit aggressive, like, I don't want you here, track. You don't belong here. Like, hostile to this track a little bit. And you know, that's, in mixing, sometimes you gotta be a little bit hostile to your tracks just to let them know where they sit, you know? You can't let your tracks bully you around. You have to be serious with your tracks, and you have to let them know who's boss. And you know who's boss? That's right, you. Okay, acoustic guitar. 2 microphones and then 2 tracks. So, and what did I do? Panning. This is, for me, I usually like to do this. I pan. I do 1 track, blah, 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 blah. Then I pan it this way. And then I play the same thing, blah, blah, blah. Pan it the other way. And then you get a nice big stereo sound. And then what did I do? Oh, I put a little slap back. I think I disabled this send. This send's not even on. So no slap back, nothing. But I did EQ, and my guess is I pulled a lot of low end. Yeah. Really just went and got the low end out of there. Because that's the bass. The bass, you leave that to the bass. Get out of the bass's way. Let the bass have the low end. And you can have the high end because the bass is not going to really compete. And the kick drum. The kick drum wants that low end. So let's check out what the acoustic guitar sounds like. You can hear that stereo, at least I can. And there's a very percussive element to this guitar. I think it adds a nice touch. So that's what's going on there. That's acoustic guitar. We're getting through this, guys. We're getting through it. Okay, what do we have? We have BG Course. Here you are, BG Course. Let's take a listen to BG Course. 2 tracks, so I just did a double track. Did I pan? Yes, pan. Pan 1 this way, same thing. Same thing that I did on the acoustic guitar with the panning. Let's take a listen.
Always doing you wrong, always doing me wrong.
Okay, a little background part that I thought was cool. Now let's look at the signal processing, an equalizer, get rid of that low end, the muddiness, sharpen it up. Compressor, pretty light compression there, not crazy. Another equalizer after the compressor, ooh, getting rid of even more mud. Why do I have 3 equalizers on this? Looking back at this mix, I'm a little confused at what the hell I was doing, but whatever, I really don't want to go back and mess with it because I think it sounds fine. It sounds good enough to me. Okay, so that's that. Vokes Bridge. Let's check out what Vokes Bridge sounds like. Here you are, Vokes Bridge.
I come up dry every time that I try to be a better man. I don't know if I really can, so
A little harmony. Let's hear it in the context of the mix.
I come up dry every time that I try to be a better man. I don't know if I really can, so maybe
There you go. For some reason here I thought it was necessary to do 6 takes of the same track. So that may be a little overkill. You know what? I'm not even going to say maybe. That's definitely overkill, so I don't know why I did that. Here we go, EQ. Whoa, getting rid of a lot of low end. And this high end stuff. I guess I didn't want it to compete with the main vocals up here in the real high end frequencies. So get it out of the way there. But I can hear it in the track. When I play it, I can hear it, which is, that's good. That's what I want. I want to be able to hear it. So that's that. Here's my lead vocal. Wow, the lead vocal. This is the centerpiece of basically every song you've ever heard. Now what did I do here? I didn't do a lot of processing but I sent this to a group track. Here we go. So this was before I started using parallel compression. No, sorry, let me say that again. I bought these isotope plugins which allow you to do the parallel compression right in the plugin. But when I was processing this vocal, I hadn't bought those plugins yet, so I was doing parallel compression basically the old school way, where you actually set up multiple tracks, then you put compression on one track, and you don't put compression on the other track, and then you combine the 2 tracks. But let's look at what I did right on the vocal itself. Multi-band compressor, this seems to be a common thing that I've been doing. Just getting rid of those low mids by compressing them when they get out of control. And then a regular compressor, it looks like pretty heavy compression, so this isn't true parallel compression because I'm already compressing this lead vocal. And I also did a double track. I did basically the exact, I'm pretty sure, yeah, the processing is like exactly the same on the double track. But the double track is automated, I do believe. Let me see if I can pull that up. Oh, whoops, no, I want the automation then. Yeah, the volume, oh, did I automate it? I thought I did. Really? Didn't automate it? What? No way. No way! No way! Cat thought I was talking to her. Hi. Okay, I guess I didn't automate it. Wow. Oh no, because this is the lead vocals. Sorry guys, I'm out of my damn mind. Because this is the double track. And let me see, I automated the double track. Let's take a look at that. Yes, I knew it. So see this? Take a look here. There's no double track here in the first verse.
I got bad feelings in my heart going on and on.
No double track. But then when I got to the chorus, I was like, I want some double track in there. So you see this area right here? I brought in the double track.
I'm always doing you wrong. You're always doing me wrong.
So there's double track. But then for the second verse, I was like, I want a little bit of double track. Just a little bit. Not no double track, but a little bit. And then, again, for chorus 2, I brought it back up. And then for the bridge, I was like, let's crank that double track right on up. And then you can see here for the verse, the outro, I was like, I want a little bit here, a little bit less, a little bit more. So I kind of just automated that double track. I think I showed you guys that in another video, but I'm showing it to you again. So that's what I did there, and then I sent both of these guys to, so I sent them to this track, which is called Vokes No Pair Comp. So this is the dry signal, and then I have a send here, which is to parallel compressor, and then what I did is I sent both of those tracks to a group track, which is probably called it's called Lead Vokes Bus, and let's see what we did on Lead Vokes Bus. So Lead Vokes Bus has compressor. So much compression on this vote, it's crazy. Now, a little bit of parallel. Wow, this isn't really parallel compression because I'm compressing the track and then I'm compressing the group track. So I compressed this pretty heavily, this vocal. I don't know if that was the right call, but it's what I did and it seems to sound fine. I seem to be able to hear the vocal, so pretty normal release or attack and release here. I don't know if I'm compressing it that much. But I feel like if I play this thing's gonna be all crackly. Let's try it.
I'm always doing you wrong. You're always doing me wrong.
Super crackly, but at least I could see. It looked like I'm just bringing it down maybe 3 dB, which is, it's not that much, but considering the fact that I am using parallel compression, that is not super unsubstantial. And my EQ, this is very typical, I think, vocal EQ curve. I didn't bring out too much low mid, which I think maybe some people would bring out more, but get rid of all the low crap, a little bit of detail up here, the kind of crispiness, sharpness, and then a little bit of air, the real high frequency detail. And then these sends here, stereo left, stereo right. That was that Haas effect. I showed that in an earlier video, so if you want to check that out. I think it's vocal mixing part 3 or part 2 if you really want to see how I did the Haas effect. Just to get a stereo spread on the vocals a little bit. You can check that out. And then this Vokes phrase delay, I brought in a delay every now and then, but I didn't want it all the time. I just wanted it at the end of certain passages. So I'll be, I'm always doing you wrong, 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 wrong. You're always doing me wrong, wrong, wrong. At the end of the vocal phrase, I'd bring in the delay, and then I'd bring it out when we get into like a place where there's lots of vocals going on, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, send me a message or something and I'll explain it better to you, if anybody's interested. That's vocals. Really, what else do I have to say about vocals? Not much. Let's move on. So that's the lead vocal. So I went through all the vocals. There's really 3 different vocal parts: the lead, this bridge, and the chorus. So chorus guitar. Oh my god, this song is fairly complex because I recorded so many guitar parts. Chorus guitar is these big guitar chords. Let's take a listen. This is chorus guitar. There's 2 different parts. I did a video on this. Lush guitar chords. It's quite a ways back, but if you want to get more in-depth understanding of how I came up with these chords, check that out. But we'll just take a listen to the chorus guitar. So let's listen in the context of the track.
I'm always doing you wrong. You're always doing me wrong. Yeah.
Okay, that's chorus guitar. Now what did I do? Just an equalizer, it appears. Just get rid of that low end, low mids. I feel like that's pretty standard EQ on a lot of things. Tends to be a lot of energy, I think. A lot of, yeah, just a lot of energy. I don't know what other word to use. There's a lot going on usually in the low mids that it muddies up the track. That's where the mud is. If there's too much of that, it just sounds muddy. It doesn't sound defined. So I think you got to find the right balance. You go around to that low mid and you pulse them down and you see how it sounds. That was chorus guitar. Here's the lead guitar. Lead guitar. So don't worry about these tracks because these tracks are really just, they're not, these were just used to create these tracks down here. So these, don't worry about these tracks. I did a video, I think, where I showed you how it's called comping, creating a comp track. I did that for the lead guitar. So there's 2 microphones, my SM57 and then my condenser. So the lead guitar is just those little riffs in between all of the vocal phrases. Let's take a listen. Here's in the context of the mix.
Bad feelings in my heart going on and on.
Okay, little slapback delay, little regular delay, and the equalizer. Did I already look at this? I wanted this guitar to be kind of dull sounding, so that's why this number 3 up here, that's why I took out this, because that was adding the sharpness. I didn't want that in this guitar. It's just a creative decision. It's neither right nor wrong, but for me, that's what I wanted. And also the standard, getting rid of all the low end frequency that's not really adding anything to the track. So that's lead guitar. So, okay. And we're now on to the guitar riff. The guitar riff is that bring, 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 bring. Let's take a listen to that. So that's that. I have a video on that too. I think I'll have to figure that out. I'll try and make a link in the video if you want to see how I came up with that riff. There's a spooky chord in there. It's a weird chord. It's a chord I've never really used before. Bring! It's the first one right here. I think it's an augmented chord or something like that, but it's spooky. Super spooky. And also a little stereo sound here. Panned, I did a double track, so I panned one of them. Like the acoustic guitar, I did that on basically everything. Just to kind of make the stereo sound, give you that stereo sound. Which if you're dealing with stereo, you might as well take advantage of it and make some cool stereo sounds. That was the guitar riff. The guitar solo. Oh, sorry, did I even show you the processing on this? What did I do? Again, basically everything, throw an equalizer on there, get rid of the low frequency. And this one was supposed to be very dull, again, because it's more spooky when it's dull. I think so, anyway. And so we got rid of basically all the high frequency, cutting everything below 4K basically, and then a big dip here at 2K. So that's what makes that riff extra spooky, I think. So that's the guitar riff, guitar solo. What did I do here on guitar solo? Slapback delay, regular delay, EQ, just get rid of the low frequency stuff. And I'll show you, I actually automated this. This high pass filter, I automated it. I hope you'll be able to see it on here. I hope my computer's processing power is strong enough. Let's just try it. Oh, whoops, I've got something soloed. What did I forget to unsolo? Probably guitar riff. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now, yes, so guitar solo. As I was saying, I automated this high pass filter, so if you keep an eye on this, maybe you'll be able to see what's going on here. Jesus Christ. I don't even know if I can put this on the internet when it's that fucking crackly and terrible. Anyway, since it's so... I guess I gotta get a new computer, guys, but I don't know if I can really afford to do that right now. Well then, if I can't afford to do that, at least I can show you what I did. So let's go to the guitar solo bus, the group track for guitar solo, which is where it should be green, I think, yeah. So, here it is. It's the position of the high pass filter. So up here, if you look at this little number, right now it's set at 145 Hertz. But here, take a look at this little automation envelope here. I bring the high pass filter down so that more of the low frequencies get through. So let's see where it goes. I bring it down to about 85 because there was a low, I was blah, 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 way up high, and then I went blah, 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 down here. And at that point, the high pass filter was cutting off those notes. So I thought, well, I don't want that. So I brought it back just for that phrase, and then I brought it back up. So that's a little automation on that. There's a lot going on. Mixes get complex. They are intricate. Songs are intricate. There's a lot going on. When you listen to a song, a lot of shit is going on behind the scenes on that thing. So it's cool. I like doing it. It's fun for me. It's building. You're building something. I mean, when you build a house, it's like, it's also complex. There's a lot going on in there. A lot of engineering and a lot of decisions, creative decisions that need to be made. So that's the guitar solo. And this BG synth track, like how many tracks do I have here? 66. Honestly, that's probably an average amount of tracks for a song. Some songs will have 100, 200, 300 tracks. I think. I heard that in interviews, that's why I'm saying that. I don't really know from, I don't think I've ever had a song with, maybe a song with 100 tracks, but this is pretty complex for me for a song. So this is the talking. I think I already went over all that. These are just all the... But I did something different with this intro that I don't think I showed you guys. I added some distortion to it, but the distortion is automated. So let's play it just to hear it. And then I'll just, well, you can see the automation envelope down here. This is really, oh, can I make that bigger? Yes. So if you look at this little purple automation, let's bring you up a little bit. Nope, not that one, this one. Here we go. This little purple automation envelope here, this is the distortion. So as this goes up, the distortion also goes up. So take a listen to that. I thought it was kind of cool. It's like the intensity of these crazy thoughts is just building. Blah, 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 blah. It's getting out of control, and then we go into the song. I don't know. Thought it was kind of neat, so that's why I did it. And what else is going on? The talking. Yeah, I think I already showed you guys this. I had the delay and that weird. It's the doubler plugin that makes the voice go blah 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 blah. And then an equalizer. Basically, throw an equalizer on everything. And probably, oh no, this is the distortion plugin. So I didn't put an equalizer on this. Probably because in this section of the song, there's nothing else going on. So I didn't really need to equalize that much. I guess I could have got rid of some of the low end stuff, but there's nothing competing with this. It's the only thing there. So you really don't have to EQ stuff out of the way so much. You can, I mean, you could EQ for, oh, I like this sound better like this and this. You can move frequencies around, but in terms of getting the frequencies out of other instruments' ways, I don't think it's, since there's no other instruments, you don't really have to do that there. And I think, is there anything else to... Spooky Chorus. Oh, okay, here's my, so Spooky Chorus track 64. This is just, I recorded the sound from the reverb because reverbs eat up a lot of processing power, so I just decided to record this into a track. I think that eats up less processing power, but my computer still can't handle this, so maybe it doesn't, because that's a whole new audio track it needs to process as well. Not totally sure. But I did that, so you can listen. This is what Spooky Chorus sounds like on its own. It's just that pulsing sidechain compression thing. And what's this? An EQ. I EQ'd the absolute shit out of this. Wow. I guess I thought that was appropriate. Get rid of the low end, get rid of the high end. Spooky Chorus, and then I did the same thing for Spooky Verb. Track 65 here is just that reverb, but in the intro, so it sounds like this. There you go. So that gets combined with the actual guitar part. So if you want to, let's just listen to the whole mix. It sounds like this. So main vocals verb, so I just recorded the reverb sounds again because I was trying to reduce the load on my CPU, and I thought that would help, but it doesn't seem like it did enough because it's still, but I'm also running OBS and voice meter and stuff, so perhaps that's why my computer can't handle it. And then down here we just have all my group tracks, my buses, here's my master. I think we already kind of looked at all these. Now, I did a little automation on the lead vocals here, just volume-wise. I just felt like it needed to be automated a little bit, brought up, brought down, so I was listening through, and at some points I thought, no, that's too loud, that needs to come down, or that's too quiet. For the bridge here, I brought the vocals down considerably, and it sounds better to me. So I really just use my ears. You know, you got to practice what you preach. You listen to the song. It's all about listening to it. Listen to me just acting like I'm some sort of mixing guru. This is what you got to do, and this is what you got to do. Take it for whatever it's worth. I think you got to listen to the song. And I don't think that's uncontroversial. But anyway, I'm not some mixing guru, but I'm just saying. I listened to the song and I thought, no, vocals need to come up, come down. So instead of just slap another compressor on there, because I already had 8 billion compressors, I decided to use some volume automation instead. And it achieved the result that I wanted, so that's all good. Now, I did that on some other tracks. I also did that on the lead guitar. Let's take a look here at the automation lane. It's the same idea. Here I brought it right out. So if you listen to the chorus, this little spot here, I just said, I don't want that. I don't like what's going on there. But here I did some of that. I listened and I went, no, that part's too loud, that part's too loud. And it achieved the result that I wanted, so I was happy with that. And, oh, the drums, there's a little bit of automation like on drum fills. I brought it up. I thought, yeah, for that drum fill, I want it to be louder. I want people's attention to go to that. So right here, there's going to be a drum. I mean, it's not really much of a drum fill, but it's a... That's a drum. Just take a listen here. I was like, I want that to be louder. And I think I really noticed this effect when I was listening to some Elton John mixes. Specifically the mix Leave On. He shall be a live on, he shall be a good man. Right before he goes into that, there's the drum fills, like kind of a big drum fill, and to me it sounds quite a bit louder. And then when he starts singing, he shall be a live on, the drums sound a little bit quieter. So I think that effect is happening in a lot of Elton John mixes, and I like it. I like the effect, so I decided to do that as well. So yeah, some automation. I think that's it, guys. Like, I don't really know what else to say. Now, I will go into the mastering session, but I feel like this mix rundown is quite a bit, so that's enough for one video. So yeah, let's wrap it up there. So that's Bad Feelings mix, and then in the next video the next video should be shorter because I didn't really do that much in the mastering session, just a little bit of EQ adjustment and also some time adjustment. It'll be a short video, but we'll save that for next time. But anyway, that is this installment of Zool Makes Music. So thank you for tuning in, guys, and I will see you next time.